morning has come about. You guys have had a long rest, and it looks like it's kind of thundering and raining outside today. Can kind of woke up to a little bit of thunder that you're outside, and that's kind of where things are at. All right, what would you guys like to do?
Well, Kursk is... Did he already sell all the loot, or has he got loot to sell?
I thought you sold it all, but I don't know. Check, did you mark it on your sheet? I can't remember.
I think I did. I think we made a quick stop by and...
Yeah, I think you did.
Sold the stuff.
Yeah, I think I did as well. All right.
We wake up.
Kursk goes down and gets breakfast.
Alrighty, Kursk. So you head down to the to breakfast this morning, and Tolbin's down there today. He's the owner, if you remember correctly, and he looks a little bleary-eyed. Kind of looks like maybe a light night last night at the tavern, or maybe didn't get a lot of sleep. And he's like, "Morning, Kursk. Good morning, buddy. What's up?"
Kursk hungry.
I know, Kursk. Let's see. What would you like this morning? We got some boar that you chopped up last night for us, or yesterday.
Kursk have boar.
Alrighty.
3 loaves of bread.
Okay.
And ale.
Alright, Kursk. We got everything except for the bread. We're a little short on bread today.
Do you have eggs?
Yes, we have a few eggs.
Kursk, take 1 dozen chicken eggs.
Okay, Kursk, we'll get you 1 dozen chicken eggs. Alright, so he kind of yells back to Elsa, "Elsa, get Kursk his breakfast!" He's kind of yelling out something to her.
I'll come down with Droop.
Alrighty.
And just probably order a standard breakfast for both of us.
That sounds good. So you kind of, when you wake up, Droop says, kind of looks at you and he says, "Morning, Gilbert. Good morning."
Ah, Droop. Time to eat.
I'm excited. I've been reading a lot about Lathander.
I see. I think I have something of a higher level than that one storybook.
Excellent.
I'm gonna give him... I came with 2 prayer books, which match whatever god you're under, because of the acolyte background and being cleric.
Sure.
I'm gonna give him one of those.
Okay, he goes, thank you. Lathander shines bright today.
Yes. Let's go get our stomachs filled.
Very good. And so you kind of notice as he walks behind you, I don't know if Sister Gariel was working with him or whatnot, but he kind of had that long shirt thing that's sort of like a robe, and you see him kind of with his hands sort of inside the sleeve, almost monk-like, walking behind you.
Yeah, those goblins, so manipulatable.
Yes. So you guys come on down, and Tolbin kind of sees you, and he says, who's your friend there, Gilbert?
This is my protege, following Lathander's path.
Droop kind of looks up at him, and the cape kind of falls back, and Tolbin's not seen him before. You see his eyes kind of get wide, and Droop kind of looks at him, and in broken common he says, "Morning hungry, Lathander bright." He kind of looks around like, what the hell's he talking about?
He's a big believer in Lathander, and he'd appreciate breakfast.
He's like, I don't know what goblins eat.
They eat the same thing as us, I assume.
Okay, alrighty, I'll get breakfast for you guys, and you kind of see he kind of picks up a few of the utensils off the table, and now there's pretty much just one for you and Kursk, and he's like, I'll be back with something for him. 1 minute.
Well, better not come in a dog bowl.
So, Mizrik, you kind of get up and get your stuff, and you cast the alarm on the door, head down. You see Droop sitting at the table there, hands crossed, real prim and proper, and of course Kursk looks anxiously for his food, I think, right?
He does, but he's sneering at Droop right now too.
Alrighty. And yeah,
I'll ask for some tea and an egg.
excellent. Elsa is bringing out cursed food at this point, and she doesn't have anything for Gilbert and Droop yet. She says, "Yes, sir, absolutely. I'll get you one egg. Do you want it over hard today?"
Yes. Boil
Excellent.
over hard.
Yes, 100%, absolutely. So she kind of goes back, and Dirk, you kind of come down at this point too, having a seat.
Yeah. I'm gonna order some tea.
Alrighty, sounds good. She says, absolutely.
Kirk asks, is Pip around?
Tobin kind of comes out and he says, well, Pip's, I think sleeping in today. Did you need him for something? Did he do something wrong again? Was he snooping in your room?
No, Kirk needs him to run errand for him.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I think he kind of yells out. He's like, Pip! He's like yelling out the window. He's like, I'm sure his mom will get him up in a few minutes.
Well, I pay silver for him running errand for Kursk.
Oh, very generous of you, Kursk. Very generous. He kind of goes back. And brings out the food for both Droop as well as Gilbert. You notice that it's not necessarily in a dog bowl, but he didn't bring him any utensils. Kind of sets it down in front of him, and then hands you your stuff, and he brings out utensils for everybody else.
I believe you forgot something for Droop. An honest mistake.
What did I forget? I got his food, his bowl.
He is a proper eater. In training. I'd like for him to have some utensils like the rest of us.
Droop kind of looks at him, kind of real doe-eyed, and kind of nods his head yes with his hands across his chest. Tobin kind of looks back a little bit. He's like, okay, do you want me to bring him out a knife too?
Does our food need a knife?
Probably not.
Let's not start with the knife yet. Just the standard array.
Oh, okay. Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll be right back. And he goes back, and he's still kind of looking back, sort of dumbfounded, like, what in the hell's going on?
People will learn, Droop. You just gotta give them time.
Droop kind of looks at you and kind of opens his eyes a little bit and gets a little smile and nods his head. Doesn't really say anything.
Where am I sitting? Am I sitting next to these guys, or am I sitting next to Droop?
Let's see. Yes, you are.
Okay. I look over my book, and I was getting ready to cast mage armor on myself, and when I hear the no knife comment, I relax and pull my book back up.
Fair enough. You guys kind of see Kriv kind of coming down through the hallway there and rubbing his eyes, and looks kind of worse for wear, I think.
Why are you guys up this early? Oh, God.
Breakfast.
Why are you wearing an eye patch?
Chris found it. He likes eye patch.
You know, some pirates might find that offensive. You know that, right?
He's an anti-pirate.
It's a very respectable living, you know.
Pillaging and stealing?
Kursk always wanted to be pirate.
Living off the sea. Taking what's yours.
I don't think they're living off the sea. I think they're living off the hard work of others.
Tomato, tobacco.
Tobin finally comes out with the rest of the food, the drinks, and whatnot. Also is with him too because he can't carry it all. He sees you sitting there, Kriv, and he says, "Good morning, sir. I don't think we've met. I'm Tobin. How are you?"
I am tired and hungry. Don't suppose you can help me with one of those things.
Well, I can help you with probably some food. I don't know about the tired, but I do have a little bit of a strong tea back there. It's mixed with a little bit of frogwort, which seems to give everybody a pickup.
One of those, and what a smaller portion of whatever Kursk is having.
That's good because we're just about out of food. But yes, I'll bring you out a little bit of boar and some eggs. He kind of wanders into the back. Also, kind of looks at you a little bit funny, and she says, "Good morning, sir. What? If you don't mind me asking, what? And I don't mean to be rude, but what are you?"
I am a child of dragons, dear lady.
She says, "Dragons? I heard they're not really real. They're just kind of fantasy."
Well, consider myself an example that they do exist. You know, not everyone came from apes.
Apes? Is Kursk from an ape? Yikes!
Mr. Jangles is dragon too.
Oh yes, that's right, Kursk. You did tell me that. I forgot. As you can see, that's why I'm so confused, sir. And she looks over to you, Kriv.
I am also now very confused. Mr. Jangles is a dragon?
Yes, Mr. Jangles dragon. He breathed fire on cat and kill him.
I would love to see this. Mr. Jangles, I'm sure you can give me a demonstration.
Mr. Jangles said no.
That did sound like no, I have to agree.
Mr. Jangles, don't be humble. I'm sure if you have the power of dragons, you can easily dispatch, well, the goblin perhaps.
He said no again.
You know, Kursk, you're just full of offensiveness today. First you're making fun of pirates, and now you're making fun of dragons.
Mr. Jangles said, "Curse not talk to you no more."
Elsa comes out with your food and kind of sets it down, and she looks over to Kursk and she says, Kursk, are you all done?
Yes.
Excellent. She kind of picks up the bowl and a lot of the little crumbs and whatnot that are on the table there, and says, "Okay, if you need anything else, just let me know."
Pip.
Oh yes, Pip, of course. She kind of yells out, "Pip, hurry up, get in here!" You see kind of Pip running around. He's kind of pulling his leggings on as he's running down the path from the back of the inn into the inn itself. And he comes in. He's like, "Good morning, good morning. What can I do for you?"
Go to Provisioner. He got something for Curse. Go get and bring back.
Oh yes, absolutely. He kind of sits there a little bit, just waiting.
Curse hands him the silver.
He
and in a small bag.
Alrighty.
In addition to that.
All right, gotcha. He's like, "Is the bag for me? Thank you. I needed a bag."
No, that's for Provisioner.
Oh, okay.
Orphan.
Oh, okay. Alrighty. I'll be right back. And he kind of pretends like he bites the silver, like he knows what he's doing, but he has no idea. And he's like, "Ooh, this is perfect." And he kind of runs out the door. Is it a big bag or a little bag?
That depends.
All right. Okay. So he kind of runs out there and he kind of disappears for a little while. The rest of you guys, I assume, eat breakfast and whatnot.
Yep.
I'll put my book down. Where are we going to head off to today? Are we going to go after the Banshee in the spell book? Or finish
Go
off the
after
castle?
the Banshee. She's not some enemy to go after. We would simply just be meeting her.
Oh, yeah, my correction. So go meet the Banshee. and then give her her hair products? Or are we going to finish off the castle or head to the other town?
I'd personally prefer to fulfill my agreement with the church here and go for the Banshee. But obviously, this has to be a group decision.
I'm down with you.
I'd like the to talk with the Banshee also. I'm really interested in some of the literature she may have.
We already got paid for the castle. Why are we even going to bother going back there?
That's a good point.
Now, at a game, what was that thing we had to do with the Banshee again? We had to go to her for...
It's in the notes.
Right, the notes. Let me look. Is it in the notes?
I love. You could even say that in game. It wouldn't bother me, to be honest with you.
Okay, I don't want to be that incompetent.
That's all right.
Here we go. About spellbook. Information about spellbook. What spellbook?
You guys remember the spell book at all, or no?
Yeah,
The spell book made by the wizard named Bojeno or something like that. It was lost during a battle, and you find the spell book's location. That's the question we need to ask Athka, though.
That's pretty good.
All right. Well, I look in the notes that are my memory and remember.
There you go. So, so you guys see Pip kind of comes running in, and in the bag you see a bunch of stuff that's in there, and he kind of runs over, and he kind of motions over to Kursk to kind of bend down so he can whisper something in his ear. He's like, Kursk.
What?
He kind of puts his hands up like he's whispering, but he really doesn't whisper very loud, and he goes, I can't get the sticks! They don't fit in the bag!
Oh. Are they outside by the door?
No, I'm going to go get them, but do you want me to bring them in?
No, put them by door.
Okay! He kind of smiles and looks over at your guys' way at the general table, and then he looks at Droop and he kind of giggles, and he runs out.
How menacing.
Did you get that, Kursk?
I do.
Alrighty.
So, Mr. Jangles told Kursk, and since Mizrit was so nice to get him armor, he told Kursk to get Mizrit presents.
Oh, sweet. What did I get? Spellbook?
Yes, Mr. Jangles knows you like books, BS books.
Oh, yes. Blingden Stone books, yep.
So he gave you a book. Look in party sheet parcel items.
Oh, thanks, Kursk. This is just what I was looking for.
Yeah,
I
BS
appreciate
book, The Art of Bullshit.
So
Thank you.
take that out of the party tracker if you want to, the party sheet.
Yes, do it. It costs Kursk 25 GP for that book. And he also got something for you outside. Chris walks to the door and he goes outside.
Alrighty. So you go out.
I'll follow him outside. I'll pick up the book with two
Alrighty.
fingers, like it's filthy or something. Throw it in my
And
bag.
he gives, Mizrik his second gift.
Alright, you want to describe a second gift to him?
Well, your second gift is a clown shoes with stilts on it. Chris says, this so you're no longer half man. You can walk around, wear these, and be tall like me.
Oh, wow. Thanks, Kursk. I appreciate it. If we ever get our own inn or something, I could use this to maybe paint the walls or something. I'll take them and strap them on my back or pack.
Okay. Alright. Love it.
And you'll Mr. Jangles told Curse to get Dirk something too, even though you not get Curse, Mr. Jangles a present.
Well, it's very kind of you, Jangles.
Yes, it's a book of 100 Ways Not to Kill Yourself. It's written by Halfling. His name is Lefty, the one-eyed Gip Halfling.
Well, thank
Mr.
you very
Jangles
much.
says you need this book.
I'll start reading it tonight.
That's all the presents he got for anybody.
So you kind of open up the book there, Dirk, and it's in the notes, but I'm not sure everybody else will see it. So you read rule number 1. It says, look both ways before crossing broken bridges. And rule number 2, aim the pointy end of the sword at your enemy, not yourself. And continues with more and more rules for you.
It's a very important rule to follow, too.
Yes, absolutely. All right.
Should we gather the horses and the pony to go looking for this lady Banshee?
Yes.
Well, before we go, we need to go see Sildar, maybe get maps of Cornberry area, because there is the Wave Tour, and the other guy wants us to look at the old ruined tower at the Owl Well.
All right.
Everything's out that way, I think, by Cornberry.
That sounds good.
All right. So you guys are going over to Sildar. See Sildar real quick?
Yes.
Alrighty. So Sildar is again in the town hall building of sorts, and he's in there, and you see him. He's still kind of working on books, and you kind of hear him mumbling again. He's like, "Oh man, where are we going to get this gold? I don't understand." And he sees you walk in, he goes, "Ah, good morning, guys. Good morning. Where are we off to today?"
We're hoping to procure some maps of. Oh, I can't
Coneyberry?
maps for again. Coneyberry.
Nice. So he's like, yes, okay. He says, no problem. I have some maps. Pretty basic. There's not a lot on them. And he looks in. He's like, well, some of these have some old stuff on them too. But anything in particular out there that you're looking for?
Wyvern Tour.
Oh, that's definitely to the south of Coneyberry, probably about a third of the way. And he kind of brings up a map that you guys have in front of you here, and he kind of takes a marker or some sort of object to mark. Says it's right about in that area, right in there. That's kind of the location of it.
And we're also looking for Outwell.
Owlwell.
It's supposed to be Old Mage Tower.
Oh, the old Mage Tower. Yes, that's even a little bit closer in town there to town. He gets out another kind of a pen this time and kind of marks the map. Says it's right around in that area there somewhere.
Wait, they have pins in D&D?
Yeah, oh yeah, they got definitely pens. Quills.
Quills, yeah, there we go.
Yeah, quills, thank you.
What about Agatha, the author? Do you know where she's located?
She's near Thunder Tree, I think. And was it Thunder Tree? Yeah, I think she's somewhere in the woods, somewhere in between Thunder Tree and Tribor Trail, kind of somewhere in the general Neverwinter Wood.
What do you know about her personality?
I know nothing about Agatha, to be honest with you. But I've heard rumors that that's kind of the location she's at, is somewhere in the trees. She used to be, I think the rumor is that she used to be an elven queen or an elven princess or something.
That's a pretty high status to fall from.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly all the details on it. Now, you guys cleaned out Cragmaw Castle? You all done with that? I know we talked yesterday.
We cleaned out the important bits.
I see. He's like, all right, well, I suppose I won't be seeing you guys for a few days now then if you've got all these places you're going to be going.
It's probably likely, but you never know.
I understand. He says, Curse, can I have a moment with you?
Yes.
So he kind of takes you over into the corner there, Kursk, to kind of talk to you, and he's real kind of in quiet tones. He's like, Kursk, he says, you're a good fighter, and thank you for leading this group. You're doing a phenomenal job.
Thank you.
They need a good leader. So I wondered, have you ever thought about joining the Lord's Alliance?
Who?
The Lord's Alliance. You know, what I'm part of, the Lord's Alliance, Protectors from Neverwinter.
Of course, never thought of that.
Well, I'd like you to think about it. If you decide to join, I'd be happy to have you as come on as not my squire, but sort of somebody that was here. The family needs a lot of work. I need to do a lot of work here, and I need a helper. And I was hoping maybe you could join me up.
What's it pay?
The pay's not good. I hate to tell you. Not a whole lot of gold there. It's more of an honor thing, to be honest with you.
Kursk could think about it. You talk Mr. Jangles.
Okay, Kursk, he says, but please don't delay. I definitely need some help.
Well, Kursk always help.
I know, Kursk. You always do help, and that's why I want you to join up with the Lord's Alliance. So, if you change your mind or you decide to join, let me know.
Okay.
He kind of shakes your hand and walks back, and he says, "All right, you guys. Hope you all have a safe trip and be safe out there."
Thank you.
Bye-bye, Sildar.
Fair enough.
All right, to Agatha.
Is that the way you guys are headed?
So do we
Yeah.
want to stop off on these other two locations along the way or hit them on our way back?
If they're on the way, we might as well, stop by them since we're gonna hit them all anyways.
Alrighty. So which one?
Which one's
We hit-
closest?
Owlswell, isn't it?
Yep, it looks like it.
Owl's Well. Is that an actual well?
So as you guys are kind of chatting about it, Sildar does says, I do know a little bit of knowledge about the well. It used to be a watchtower that was in the Sword Mountains there, and would kind of keep an eye out to the north to kind of protect some things. Unfortunately, it's pretty destroyed now. But the nice thing is up in those mountains, there wasn't a lot of running water, and it had a well there that delivered clean, fresh water for everybody. It's pretty easy to find. You should see it on the road to Coneybury. You'll see up on the hills a broken watchtower.
Old abandoned buildings usually get swarmed with creatures.
Yep, exactly. Just what Curse said, yep. All right. So I think, if I remember correctly, everybody has horses. You guys still have a wagon or a cart that you're carrying. And then, Mizrik, are you riding a boar, or did that not go well?
I'm riding a pony.
A pony, that's right. Oh, yeah, that's right. You borrowed one of the kids' ponies.
Chris killed a boar.
That's right. You guys ate the boar. I forgot. All right.
He was breakfast.
It was breakfast. Alrighty. So you guys kind of set out. The weather, like I said, is pretty dark and a little bit foreboding, if you want to say that. There's definitely some rain, and it looks like it's going to be kind of a cooler day as you're kind of pushing your way out there. And you guys are going to continue along the trails, I assume.
Yep.
Oh, Kursk is asking that, actually. Alrighty. It'll take a little bit of more time for you guys to kind of wrap up around that way.
Off trail is more dangerous. Could end up making this take longer.
So, you guys kind of continue along the trail there up to the Tribor Trail. The Phandelver Trail, as you guys remember, is kind of a smaller trail, not a lot there. arrow's going to be? Oh, it's not very big. Okay.
Do we have the cart with us, guys?
Probably. No reason not to take it.
I'm gonna tie my pony to the cart and kind of read as we go. I'm a book guy.
All right, sounds good. So you guys continue along the Tribor Trail, really not seeing anybody passing here or there. Using your passive perceptions, you guys don't see anything that appears to be following or tracking you at all. And then just about dusk again, it seems that everything seems to happen right about that time, but you guys get to right about there, and you do see that first sort of hill off to the distance, about 4 or 5 miles. You're kind of on grasslands right now, but to the south will be sort of more of a hilly terrain, kind of hilly with not a lot of trees necessarily. You do see up there that there is what appears to be a crumbling building up on top of one of the hills about a mile or two to the south.
All right.
So you guys kind of follow the trail up there, and as you're kind of coming around, you have to kind of wind around to the south because there's a little bit of a ravine, so you be approaching it pretty much from the south, sort of the southeast corner-ish. You guys see, as you crest the low ridge, you spy kind of a crumbling ruins on top of an old watchtower that stands amid some rugged hills. The place is really old, and the walls are really only mounds of rubble enclosing a courtyard of sorts. You see that the adjacent to it is a broken stump of an old tower, and there's a colorful tent that you see sort of set up in the middle of the courtyard to the north, but there's no one that you can see in sight. The sun is kind of setting now, so there's some low, deep shadows that are kind of being cast across the area.
Does the tent look newer?
It does, actually. The tent looks really new. Oops, what was that, Brian?
Pull up.
What's that thing in the middle? Looks kind of like a dragon-y thing.
Yeah, that would be where the kind of the old watchtower would be right up there.
So it's dimming. I'm probably going to use the light cantrip on my amulet.
Alrighty, sounds good.
I'll proudly pull out my glass staff and wave it around and cast mage armor on myself.
Alrighty, so as you do that, you notice the staff turns yellow.
That's the first time I've seen it turn yellow, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it is, actually.
Uh-oh.
Don't cast Death Cloud on us now.
Alrighty.
Where are we approaching from? Can you put us a little arrow on the map?
Yeah, I sure will. I'll actually put you guys on the map.
Okay, and is it each one of these a tier level up? Is it 5, 10, 15 feet?
Yep, so each one is 10 feet up.
Okay.
I'm going to pick up, cast light on it, hold it above my head.
Alrighty, what was it that you were picking up and casting light on? I'm sorry, I missed that part.
Small stone.
A small stone? Okay, cool. Alright. I'll let you guys, you're in the far corner there if you want to kind of organize the way you guys want it to be.
We should probably check out that tent.
Who am I missing? Kursk? No. Izurk.
Eric.
Remember to use that whistle, Droop, if there's trouble.
Okay. He's like, do you want me to stay close? As he's talking in Goblin.
Watch the horses.
Yeah, you should probably watch the horses. Blow that whistle if anything threatening approaches.
Okay, so he's like this. And the whistle kind of goes off.
Only blow that when there's trouble. You don't want to attract trouble.
Oh, okay. All right, so trouble, blow whistle.
Right.